There's a great woman, she's gone viral now. She was speaking at a government proceeding about the mask itself, because there are two views on the masks. There's the left-wing argument on the masks, which some squish Republicans went along with, and then there is the proper understanding of the masks. What the left said was the masks, look, just common sense. We're all going to muzzle ourselves. We're all going to, for the first time ever, wear this ridiculous face covering, and that's going to ease us all back into society. It's going to make us all feel better. When you walk around and you see everyone covering up their face like a bunch of banditos, like secular burqas, does that make you feel better? Does that let your anxiety go down? No, of course not. The proper view of the masks was this was always a symbol to keep everybody agitated, to keep everybody even more ready to give away their power to the government and to the experts in particular, because they just had this visual cue. Oh gosh, we've never been in this situation before. I've never seen this before. This pandemic must be super duper serious. Wear the mask, sheep. God, give the power away to Dr. Fauci, everybody. Right? And so the psychological effect of that is really insane. A woman has gone viral for pointing this out and demanding, take off the masks.
This is not March 2020 anymore. We have 3 vaccines. Every adult in the state of Georgia that wants that vaccine is eligible to get it right now. And every one of us knows that young children are not affected by this virus. They're not. And that's a blessing. But as the adults, what have we done with that blessing? We've shoved it to the side and we've said, we don't care. You're still going to wear a mask on your face every day, 5 and 6-year-olds. You still can't play together on the playground like normal children, 7 and 8-year-olds. We don't care. We're still going to force you to carry a burden that was never yours to carry. Shame on us. It's April 15th, 2021, and it's time. Take these masks off of my child. We chose you to make decisions that would be in our children's best interest, and forcing 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9-year-old little children to cover their noses and their mouths where they breathe for 7 hours a day, every day for the last 9 months for a virus that you know doesn't affect them. That is not in their best interest, and this has to stop.
Preach, sister, preach. Love it. What can I vote for that woman for? What can she run for where I can vote for her? Because she gets it. She gets it more than certainly the experts. And the experts know how to use the masks to wield political power. But she gets it much better than any of the conservatives who went along with this. The masks have always been a terrible idea. I'm speaking as a political matter right now. Because you know what happens. If I were to come onto this show and say that as a scientific matter, the masks are really a bad idea. They're terrible. Big tech, now I'm just speaking hypothetically here, right? Big tech would take down this show because big tech follows the science and the experts. And how dare you, Michael, use your political judgment to describe a scientific matter? No, we can't do that. You're going to come down from YouTube. You're going to come off of Apple Podcasts. You're going to leave Spotify. You can't say that. You can't question the masks. Okay. I'll tell you what then. Let's have a little experiment on the show today. I have here, from the National Institutes of Health, a peer-reviewed scientific study from Medical Hypotheses. This was published online November 22nd of 2020. This was published in the journal itself, January 2021. This is from Baruch Wein-Schelboim, who had been affiliated. He was a fellow, I believe, at Stanford University. He has published the headline, Face Masks in the COVID-19 Era, a Health Hypothesis. I'm just reading from the peer-reviewed scientific study on NIH. If you take me down for this, big tech, I think the mask has fallen off. Many countries across the globe utilized medical and non-medical face masks as non-pharmaceutical intervention for reducing the transmission and infectivity of coronavirus disease 2019. Although scientific evidence supporting face masks' efficacy is lacking, adverse physiological, psychological, and health effects are established. That's from the abstract of the paper. The current article reviews the scientific evidences with respect to safety and efficacy of wearing face masks, describing the physiological and psychological effects and the potential long-term consequences on health. It is not clear, however, what the scientific and clinical basis for wearing face masks as protective strategy, given the fact that face masks restrict breathing, causing hypoxemia and hypercapnia, and increase the risk for respiratory complications, self-contamination, and exacerbation of existing chronic conditions. Data from hospitalized patients with COVID-19 and general public indicate that the majority of deaths were among older and chronically ill individuals, supporting the possibility that the virus may exacerbate existing conditions but rarely causes death by itself. Here we go. Here we go. Say goodbye because they're about to take me off. I'm just quoting from the peer-reviewed scientific study. Wearing face masks has adverse physiological and psychological effects. Long-term consequences of wearing face masks on health are detrimental. That from the hypothesis of the paper. Love following the science. Now, you know, I don't think our politics should be based primarily on the science. I think it should be based primarily on the politics and the philosophy and the eternal questions and our right of self-government. And I don't think that we should outsource our government to egghead experts. However, even by that premise of the left, that every time we find one scientific paper in the journal, especially the NIH putting it out there, then we need to do whatever that says. Okay, well, there we go. Follow the science and take off the stupid face masks. Hey, hold up a second there. If by some chance we are still on YouTube, even after reading this study from the NIH describing how dumb and bad the masks are, then you should make sure you smash that button. Subscribe, like, make sure that you get more of these videos because I think YouTube doesn't necessarily want to promote them all the time, so make sure that you do not miss a video.